Rolling. 5, 4.
This is the video, the first of 3 videos for Lesson 7, Section 1. And we're going to talk about shadows and the geometry that you have to go through to plot shadows. Now, before I get into this drawing, let me tell you that I have never plotted a shadow in my life on a design presentation sketch. However, all my sketches do include shadows. It gives the object or the interior, whatever you're drawing, a sense of place. And it's important that you understand the concept of plotting shadows, and you can use these concepts when you're estimating or faking shadows in a drawing. All right, so I think this is important to understand. As I said, I doubt most of you will ever use this technique to actually plot shadows. All right, so I've got a horizon line and vanishing point, and I am going to draw, and you can see I did a preliminary layout here, just a simple cube. And of course, a cube would be an easy object to plot a shadow, and that's the reason that I'm drawing it. If I had a more complex shape, it would add a lot of time and effort to doing this drawing or doing this demonstration, and that's probably the reason that most people do not plot shadows. All right, so there's 2 things we have to know when plotting shadows, and that's the direction of the light and the source of light. Now, in real life, if you wanted to point out the direction or the source of light on a shadow, you could simply do that by pointing to the sun or pointing to a light bulb. However, in a drawing, you really have to define both the direction of light, which will be coming from a point on the horizon, and the source of light. In this case, since the shadow is going to be projected in front of the object, the source of light is going to be drawn above the horizon line. All right, and I can use these 2 points, the DL and the SL. The direction of the light is a projection on the ground line, and it is a light projection in perspective coming to each corner, through each corner of the object that I've drawn. So you can see the direction of light is projected from the bottom corner, rear bottom corner, the front left corner, and the front right corner. Now, the source of light is going to be coming from a point above the horizon line, and it is going to go through these same 3 corners. So I look at where the source of light, the SL, intersects the DL right here, and it's the top of that line, the bottom of the line, in the intersection. Source of light projected again from the source of light through the top left corner of the front of the object, and I can see where the intersection takes place right here. And then the DL through the bottom, the SL through the top, and they intersect at this point. I can connect those intersections, and I have plotted a shadow. Pretty complex. Let's just to define it, do a little marker work on the shadow, and I'm going to start with my shadow dark toward the object, and then I'm going to blend it out or bleed it out to a little lighter color further away. And that's pretty much the way shadows are in real life. You'll see that shadows do gradate from closer to the object, darker, to further away, being slightly lighter. And so I will put this gradation in my drawing. And there is a plotted shadow. Now, as I said, I don't ever remember plotting a shadow on any kind of a drawing I've ever done, but when I am estimating shadows, I'm always thinking about the direction of light and source of light so I can make my shadows look believable, which is most important. It's not necessarily important they be accurate, it's just important that they look believable.